I'm working on my front seats now, the upholstery work. I finally got one done. It was a little bit more than I thought it was going to be. Compared to those back seats are easy. Like I say, one's done. I'm going to do the other one. I will actually show you how they come apart on the next one. It's over there. So I'll start disassembling that next and walk you through the steps. The first seat still needs the sliders put on it. They're soaking because the previous owner evidently thought it was a great idea to just basically dip them in grease so they would slide real easy. They are really, really thick with grease, so I got to get them all cleaned up a little bit before I reattach them to my seats. I'll get this set up and start showing you how to take the other one apart. Okay, I'm going to show you how the seat comes apart. It's not really that difficult. I'm going to start by taking the plastic panels off, and then I'll take the tracks off. But this panel is held on with some screws. There's one here, which is missing. There's one on the other side, which is also missing. Well, that makes it easier. And we have 2 screws under here to hold this cover on. You just take those screws out. Like I say, there's supposed to be one on each side here. What you're going to do is pull out towards you, and push up. And the back will come off. And it looks like someone else already been in here once. There's little tabs here. Lock on the tabs up here. So that's how you remove that little panel. Set that to the side because I will not be using it. That is ripped off. Okay, down here on the bottom you got a plastic panel. And this one's held on with T50s. So all you're going to do is take the T50s out. That wasn't even tight. One on the other side for the latch mechanism. Mechanism. I said that pretty funny, didn't I? You take those 2 out, and this plastic cover should lift off. So it should. There we go. That's how you take the plastic cover off. I'm going to set this aside because I will be reusing this one. Okay, now that we got plastic panels off, we're going to take the seat tracks off. And in an earlier one, I told you somebody really greased these up. I don't know if you can see it, but it's just packed with grease. So I'm probably going to have grease all over me before it's over with. And these bolts are a 1/2 inch. And since it's out of the car, you're going to have to mess with it a little bit. What I do is pull the handle, give us a tap. There I am. Oops, wrong way. Okay, I'm going to push it forward. Yeah, I am. First thing I'm going to do is remove the springs. Enough of that. That'll make it easier. So grab a different pair of pliers. Don't want to cut that. This has really got some tension on it. access this one. Hey, the struggle's real. Oh, you're fried. Nah, I want this. Plenty of grease on that one. Let's see which one we can get to now. There's 2 bolts. Couple more to go here. Okay, looks like I can get that one now. That wire don't want to come out of there. Well, let's leave it attached. Well, we're going to set these assemblies, the bolts, and all the fasteners I just took off to the side for a minute. I'm going to clean my hands because I really don't like all this grease all over me, and I'll be back in a second. Okay, I'm back. Got that stuff put on the shelf for later. Now on these seats, they've got a clip on them where the 2 pieces are put together. I don't know if you can see that clip. These are a real pain to get off. Most people will fight with them. I won't fight with them. I just went out and bought 6 new ones from my local fastener shop. It charged me $1 for 6 of them. So what I do is I just cut these off. There's no sense in fighting with them. You don't need them. There's one over here, which I have to get it started. Go. hold of it, cut it. That's the easiest way to remove these clips. Like I say, I got 6 of them for $1, so they're not worth fighting for. Now I'm going to separate the seat. And since it's old upholstery, you don't have to worry too much about damaging it. So what you're going to do is slide the top section off this pin, like that. Other side the same way, like that. And voila, they come apart. Come back over here. You got metal brackets on there. You want to take those off as well, where the clips were. That's where how you fasten your back. That's all there is to that. I'm going to set this to the side. We'll be back to it here in a little bit. But let's take a look at this one. So all we're going to do is remove the hog rings. And you can cut them off. It doesn't matter what you use to cut them off. I really like bolt cutters. Well, if you can get to them, I like bolt cutters. If you can't, grab your trusty pair. All you're going to do is, feel like messing with that? In my previous video, I showed you how to do the back seat. It's basically the same thing. You're just going to remove these hog rings. But the way they do the front, so much better. So much better. He's got like plastic little tabs that hold the seat down. And you're gonna find out how easy this is to take off. You'll be like shocked. Just push down the seat. Yeah, that's what I said. You're gonna be shocked. And all you gotta do is pull these little plastic clips out. They actually got it all the way around the edge of the seat. Once you get it started, just unhooks from the bottom, like so. Forgot back here, you've got some clips. They're holding the back of the seat to this metal frame. Once again, let's go ahead and remove your hog rings. Somebody got a little overzealous on this end. Decided, hey, let's put a couple in there. Okay, it's away. There you go. Got your seat frame. See the wires are messed up. Let's set this to the side. Get back to our cushion. All you gotta do is pull the cover off the foam. Oh, take it back. No, you're not going to just pull the cover off the foam. You're going to untuck it. And you got a series of hog rings going around on this listing wire. So you're going to have to go in here and cut these hog rings. These are a little more challenging since they're way down there. Ta-da! don't want to let go. There it went. There you go. Once I remove, there's still one holding me. Thought I cut that one. And yet another. There we go. Now we remove the cover. Yeah, it looks like somebody had re-supported this. So somebody had been in this seat. Different foam added to it. I think I'm actually going to go look for a different foam bottom. This one's pretty well roached right through. The listing wire's coming out. So I'm probably going to take another front seat apart to get this part, which is okay. I got plenty of parts cars out there. So I'm going to throw this to the side. And that's how you take the bottoms apart. Now we'll get to the top. Got the top here. There should have been hog rings holding this. Like I say, someone had been in here, so it's already been taken out. What you're going to do is just go around the perimeter and get rid of these hog rings. Those off. Now, there's a listing wire in here. You need to save it. You can see that. You need to save that listing wire because the new covers don't come with it. Now that that is attached or detached, you're going to take this metal frame, you're going to pull it out of here. Really are. Wants to be a bear. There we go. Now you get the metal frame out. Well, you can tell somebody's been in here. They put a little plastic piece and taped it over it where the seat belt mount goes, which I'm cutting this off anyhow because I'm not using shoulder belts. I really don't like working on something someone else has already been into, but set that one to the side. And there's another piece of foam in here that attaches to that metal part. You really want to take it out so you don't damage it too bad. There it is. Take it out. And what you got's the rest, which, just like the bottom, you got to get these hog rings out around the centers. Well, the back don't look bad. So again, somebody's been in here and replaced a piece of foam. There. But you get the idea. You gotta go around there and cut all those hog rings out. Remove that cover. When I get to that point, I'll be back. All right. I'm almost done. I think I've got 2 more to go here. I say think, because you never know where one's hiding. Oh, and there it goes. And that's off. There is a listing wire through here, but I'm not going to reuse it. I came up with a different solution that I used on my last seat, and I plan to use it on that one again. All right, on this one, you kind of go through, make sure you get all the hog ring clips out. Make sure there's no stragglers. You really don't want that poking your seat later. There we go. They say someone else has been in here and added a piece. They must have had a little rip or something. Other than that, it looks very usable. So we'll go reuse this piece. Guess for now I'm gonna get this stuff picked up, get some organization, get some stuff on the shelves, and go find me another seat bottom, because I'm gonna take it apart. Be back in a little bit. So I'll show you one more thing on this seat bottom before I go grab another seat. These wires for your springs, you can see they're broke, they're shot. You could probably string some wires across there and fix that, but they sell a new piece for that. So that's all I do is order the new set. That's why I put in the last seat, because this is not worth fighting over or messing with whatsoever. These springs have a lot of tension on them, and that's what's keeping these locked in. And it really hurts my hands to try to pull that out of there, which is probably a good thing. So I just grabbed something I can pry with. And all I'm going to do is try to get underneath this, pull it loose. I'm going to need a little assistance. There we go. And this other one, same way. Just like that. And then unhook off the springs in the back. And you just take this thing and throw it away. You do not need it. Since I'm replacing it. Then the springs just go right back where they're supposed to go. But I'll show that to you real quick before I go and try to search for a seat bottom out of one of my parts cars. Be back in a little bit. Well, I went out to my parts car, and I got my two parts cars here, and I realized they're not deluxe interior. And then I remembered this Pacific seat was probably only for 73 to, I don't know, 74, 5, 6. My 78 out there does not have this, and neither do my 79s. They don't have this horseshoe or this horse collar look to them. This is pretty shot. I wouldn't even know how to reattach the metal to the foam itself. So I'm going to stop here and see if they make a replacement. I'm hoping they do. I don't see why they wouldn't. And I'll have to buy a replacement for this before I continue cover my seats. If they don't make a replacement, I'm gonna have to see if I can't find a used one on the internet. But yeah, that's where I'm at. So I'm gonna stop here and see what I can do about finding a new pad. Back in a little bit.